Hello, 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 everyone. We're going live with a chair exercise. So I am in different platforms. So I hope that everyone can hear me and everything is good. So we need a chair. And on my chair, I'm going to put something soft because my chair is hard. You do what you need to do. So just want to check that everything and everyone can see me. So let's exercise, let's stretch the body to feel good and lift our spirits. So come and sit on your chair. If you prefer, you can sit on the floor. And might not be very comfortable on the floor, so grab a chair. I'm just going to give a minute or so to see if people can. Right, okay. I've scheduled and told everyone about this, so if you're not here, that's it. So you need a chair. Sit towards the edge of the chair, so we're not leaning on the chair. And start by feeling your sitting bones. So your sitting bones are in your pelvis under your buttocks. If you put one hand there, another hand there, and roll from side to side, you'll feel your sitting bones. So those are for you to sit on. Now, start rocking from side to side, from sit bone to sit bone, keeping the torso as quiet as you can, because you're moving from the pelvis, like so, rocking from sit bone to sit bone. Relax the torso, relax the facial muscle, relax the jaw, and just rock from side to side. So we're not swinging the torso, we're rocking the pelvis from one sit bone to the other. You can rest your hands on your thighs and just rock from sit bone to sit bone. So you're kind of sticking your bum out to the side and then to the other, but you feel the weight of your torso going onto one sit bone and then to the other sit bone. So I want you to have a good feeling for your sitting bones. I go from side to side, like so. Okay, and then let that go. Now come to your neutral and feel if you have a better sense for your sitting bones. Okay, now go back. We're moving from the pelvis again. Go back towards your tailbone and round the back. And then you come forward and extend, lengthen the spine and look up a little bit. We go back and forward, round the spine, come towards your tailbone, and then you come towards your pubic bone and you lengthen the spine. And rock back and forth. Breathe in and out as you rock back and forth. Okay, and then let that go. Now come back to your sitting bones to the middle, and you're going to cross your arms. So give yourself a hug. We probably need this hug today and going through these very delicate times. Give yourself a hug here. Bring the hands towards the armpits and not towards the shoulders. And one elbow is on top of the other. From here, you're going to turn to one side. So I'm turning to the left. Turn to the left and see how that movement feels. And then turn to the right. And just notice that movement in the spine, in the neck, in your ribs. Just do that a few times just to check how this movement is for you. Okay, and then let go. And then cross again your arms, and this time you're going to lift the elbows so that the elbows are now parallel to the floor and not resting on the chest, okay? So elbows parallel to the floor, and you're going to turn to the left. Keep the chin aligned with the elbows, okay? So you know that you can take the chin away, turn through the neck, but we don't want to do that. You only want to go as far as your torso can go, as your elbows can go. So keep your chin nicely aligned with your elbows. And then come back to the center, and then you're going to go to the other side. Let's do this with the breath. Breathe into the middle and breathe out to one side, and then breathe into the middle and breathe out as you go to the other side. Keep your chin nicely with the elbows so the chin doesn't go away from the elbows. Come back to the center. Allow some movement in the pelvis, so your pelvis will move a little bit. Allow that movement to happen. And you go from side to side, the head and the torso moving to the left together, coming to the center as you inhale, and then as you exhale, going to the other side. Breathe in and out. Don't rush the breath. Allow the breath to tell you when to move. The breath is leading your movement and not the other way around. All right? Go from one side to the other. Notice what elbow you have on the top, because we're going to do this both ways, meaning we need to change the elbow. So next time you come to the center, let go. Take a moment to rest. This can be quite challenging in the shoulders. So take a moment to rest. Then you're going to cross the other way, and you're going to do exactly the same thing. Breathe in the middle, breathe out. You turn the head and the torso to one side. Breathe into the middle and breathe out as you turn to the other side. Keep the chin with the elbows. The tendency here and the temptation here is to take your head farther onto the side. Don't do that. Inhale to the center, exhale to the side. Keep your elbows nicely lifted parallel to the floor. Don't rush the breath. We're not exercising to build up muscles. We're exercising to release tension and stiffness. And we can only do that through slow, gentle movements. If you rush, then you're going to stiffen up even more and not allow tension to release. And the breath helps you to release tension and stiffness. Inhale to the center, exhale as you move. No rushing. Keep the chin with the elbows. Keep a gentle smile in your lips. That will help you to relax the facial muscles, but it also has an effect deep in your cellular level. So notice that. Okay, and then let go. Okay, this exercise can be quite challenging for the shoulders, so if you need to rest before I say, please do that. All right? Okay, take a moment to rest here. Okay, just say many thanks. All right, that's okay. So I just hope that everyone can hear me. All right, okay, so let's carry on. I just want to make sure that everyone can hear, because you never know when you're live and you are by yourself. You never know what's happening. Right, now we're going to go back there. Cross your arms, give yourself a hug. It doesn't matter which elbow comes to the top, because we are going to move to change every time, okay? So just pay attention to what elbow is on the top, so that when you change, you know what you're doing. Okay, so we're gonna move again like before, but this time we're gonna take the head to the opposite direction. Okay, so don't expect a big movement because we're doing a little bit of a rotation in the spine. Okay, so the neck and the rest of the spine are going in opposite direction. Therefore, it can't be a big movement. Okay, so say that let's take the elbow to the left and the head to the right. Let's do it the breath. Breathing, bring everything to the center. Exhale, head to the left, elbows to the right. Only go as far as it is comfortable. Do not push, do not force. Inhale to the center. Exhale, head to the right, elbows to the left. And carry on in your own pace. We all have different rhythms of breathing, so doesn't make sense for me to guide you because you might breathe faster than me or slower than me. Do go with your rhythm from left to right and right to left. Now, pay attention to what's happening to your head. The tendency here is to tilt the head. We are not tilting, we are rotating. That means we are turning, rotating. That means that the chin is parallel to the floor. Okay, you can lift a little bit the chin away so that you feel and you know that you're not tilting the head, but you're sliding the chin from side to side. Sliding, I don't know if sliding is a good word, but what I mean is that your chin is parallel to the floor and that there is no tilt in the head, which means that there isn't a big movement. Breathe in and out. Next time you come to the middle, oh, do you remember which elbow was on the top? So that's why you need to remember which elbow you put on the top. Because now, after a little break, breathe in and out. Keep that gentle smile in your lips. And then you're gonna do we're gonna cross the other way around. So bring the other elbow on the top. And if your elbows don't sit exactly on top of each other, if they are here or here, wherever they are, that's okay. You do what you can, okay? Remember, the hands come towards the armpits and not towards the shoulders. Okay, so elbows in the air, parallel to the floor. So the elbows are not high, they're only parallel to the floor, okay? Inhale here, and again, the same thing as we did before. Head to one side, no tilts, just rotation, and elbows to the other. Inhale to the center, exhale to the other side. Okay. I'm just going to adjust my camera here. And carry on. Okay, that's much better. So, carry on. Head to one side, elbows to the other. Chin nicely parallel to the floor. Elbows nicely parallel to the floor. With the breath, remember not to rush your breath. Allow the breath to tell you when to move and when to stop. There is a stop during the poses of the breath. If you follow me for a while, you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then have a look at my breathing videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, and then let go and relax. Take a moment to rest. Feel your shoulders. The tendency here as well is to start shaking and do things like that, or rolling the shoulders. Don't do that, okay? Just be with it. Feel and sense wherever it's there. Stay with it. Don't shake. Don't do anything. Okay. Now we're going to cross again. We're going to repeat the movements of the elbows. So bring the elbows parallel to the floor. Now you're going to move the elbows, the torso only, but you're going to fix your head in the middle. Okay, so look in front of you, fix, stare at something in front of you, or if you prefer, close your eyes. But you want your head to be as quiet as possible. Okay, inhale in the middle. Exhale, turn to one side, whatever side. I'm going to the left first. Inhale to the middle, exhale, turn to the other side. So the head is not moving, only the torso. With the spine, of course, but your neck stays as still as you can, which means, again, don't expect a big movement. It can't be a big movement, because your head is not accompanying the rest of the torso. With the breath, inhale to the center, and exhale as you go, as you move the torso to the sides. Notice what elbow you have on top. And next time you come to the center, let go and rest. Keep paying attention to your jaw, make sure it's relaxed. Keep that gentle smile in your lips so that helps to release the facial muscles, all right? Okay, so let's do the same thing. Let's cross the other way. Inhale in the middle, exhale, move the torso only. The head is fixed. Inhale to the middle, exhale to the other side. Don't push, don't force. Relax everything. Check yourself, check your facial muscle, check your jaw, check your shoulders, your torso. Everything is soft and relaxed. Your feet is soft and relaxed, grounding down, flat on the floor. Only the torso moving from side to side. The head stays fixed in the center. As I said before, go slowly and gently. That's the way we release tension and stiffness. If you start going to, if you go too fast or too sharply, then you just tension up more the muscles and creating more stiffness. This is not a sharp movement, they are slow movements to one side and the other, so that we work with the nervous system to release tension and stiffness and heal the body. Okay, and let go. Take a moment to rest, no shaking. Just feel, can close your eyes, feel and sense yourself. Stay with yourself. As we move, as you do the exercise, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to feel, to sense. So stay connected to yourself. Don't allow any more thoughts come into your mind, like what's for dinner or what's Maria wearing, all things like that. Just stay present in yourself. Healing is feeling. Okay, and this is what we're doing here, healing, getting rid of stiffness and stress and tension from the body. All right. So we did both sides. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you first. So first, watch what we're going to do. We're going to remember the movement we did at the beginning, in the pelvis going back towards the tailbone, and we round it, and then we move the pelvis towards the pubic bone, and you lengthen the spine, looking up a little bit now. We're going to do the same thing with the hug, okay, with the arms crossed. So cross your arms, and this time the arms will rest on the chest and they will go up. Okay, so let's go down first. And again, with the breath, inhale here in the center. And as you exhale, you round and round through the pelvis. So you moving through the pelvis, bringing your awareness through to the pelvis. So the tendency here is just to move from the back. We don't want to move from the back. We want to move from the pelvis, and then the back will go with the pelvis. Okay, so bring your attention to the pelvis. Inhale in the center and start moving the pelvis back so that you see it, you go towards your tailbone, and then round and round and round and round. As you inhale, you bring the pelvis towards the pubic bone, and you're going to lift the elbows up and up and up, or as far as it goes comfortably. Exhale down and roll back, round the spine. Inhale, move the pelvis forwards, lengthen the spine and move the elbows up and up and up. Look up, arch the back. Only do as far as it is comfortable. Exhale, squeeze the belly button in ever so slightly to sink the belly as you exhale. Then inhale, inflate, and up you go with the elbows. And go back and forth in your own pace and rhythm of your breath, of your breathing. Your shoulders are relaxed, your facial muscles are relaxed. Go back and forth. Okay, notice what elbow you have on the top. Because now we're going to stop and take a moment to rest. No shaky, let things be. You just take a moment to rest. Close your eyes. I'm going to check if everything is good here. All right. All right. I don't know why this camera still keeps going down. Okay. Okay, it's all good. Make sure that let me know that everything is good. Maybe at the end, let yourself be at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna cross the arms the other way. You're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so first, inhale in the center. And then as you exhale, take your pelvis back and round and round and round and round. Then inhale, take your pelvis forward towards your pubic bone and lift and lift and lift the arms as far as they go. And with this different crossing of the arms, you probably feel that things are a little bit different. And that's okay, just notice and feel that. And again, you go back and forth. Arch the back as you bring the elbows up and the pelvis and forwards. Feel and sense the movement in the spine, the back, the either side of your spine, the muscles either side. Go back and forth in your own pace and rhythm. Respect the rhythm of your breathing, which is different to mine. Okay, and then let go and rest. Breathe in and out. Feel your shoulders, feel your ribs, your spine, your neck, your back. Stay with yourself. Close your eyes and stay with yourself. Okay, we're gonna do something different here. So watch what we're gonna do next, and then you can do it. So we're gonna do a kind of a C. Again, this camera is going down. I don't know why. All right, we're gonna do a C shape with the elbows. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down. Same movement as we did before with the pelvis, and then you're gonna go to the side, and you're gonna go up and down again, and then to the other side. So we're doing a kind of, we're drawing a C shape in the air with the elbows. Okay, go slowly, go gently. This will go deep in your muscles in your back, places that you haven't been before, maybe. So take it easy, okay? So this time you don't need to be worrying about combining the movement with the breath because it might be too much. If you can, you can do that. Exhale as you go down, and then it gets too complicated to use the breath. So just breathe normally as you dance the elbows from side to side. Okay. All right. So let's come down. Breathe out, and then you start breathing in as you go up, and then allow the breath to just go naturally. So you go from side to side. But remember that movement in the pelvis, the pelvis going back towards the tailbone and forwards towards the pubic bone as you lift the elbows, okay? The last thing you want to do here is to hold the breath. Don't hold the breath. Inhale and exhale. Do it slowly. And notice the difference between one side and the other. Okay, notice what elbow you have on the top. And next time you come to the middle, let go and take a moment to rest. Feel yourself. We're gonna do exactly the same thing, but with the elbows the other way around, okay? All right. Okay, cross the elbows the other way around, and let's do exactly the same thing. All right? Okay. Move down as you exhale, and then slowly inhale up. And then let the breath go. No, breathe normally. Woo! Okay. It just came off. Back. Okay, carry on. I just have my iPad just dropped on the floor. Not very good, but what can you do when your life these things happen? All right. And carry on drawing a C shape in the air with your elbows. Relax your jaw. Remember to keep that gentle smile in your lips. Okay, next time you come to the middle, let go and relax. Resist that temptation to shake things up or to roll the shoulders. Don't do that. Just stay with yourself. Feel what's going on in the shoulders, the back, the neck, the ribs, wherever you feel it. Stay with it. Feeling is healing. Okay. Now hug yourself again and just turn to one side and turn to the other side. Notice if things feel easier here. Maybe you can turn a little bit more. Okay, and then go down and up with the elbows and notice how that feels now compared to before. Okay, and then bring the elbows to one side, the head to the other, and then repeat to the other side. Keep the elbows nicely away from the chest, parallel to the floor. Notice how things feel now. We're just repeating a few things that we did before, just to check and see how things feel. Okay, and then let go. Now, just like we did at the very beginning, rock from side to side. Notice what feels different here in this rocking. So lifting one sit bone, bringing the weight to the other one, and then repeat on the other side. Notice how this rocking of the pelvis feels now compared to before. Okay, and then roll back just like we did at the very beginning. Take the pelvis back, roll, round the back, and take the pelvis forward. Notice how this movement now feels, extension, the length of the spine. And you go back and forth, and notice how this movement now feels compared to before. We're just checking in because this is the end of this today's exercise. Okay, come back to your sitting bones. Connect to your sitting bones again and just notice if you are more grounded in your sitting bones. Look to one side and just notice, feel this movement in the torso. It's easier to look from side to side, and can you do this? You can do this movement a little bit quick and notice how it feels now to look to the sides. It's a more freer in your torso. All right, so this is it, guys. Thank you so much for coming together in movement. I hope everyone is doing well and keeping high spirits. I'm here to help you to keep your high spirits high and keeping positive and carry on strong. I endeavor to come here live every Sunday at 4 o'clock UK time. And I'll bring a chair exercise or a standing up exercise that involves a wall. So when we do, sometimes we'll do wall exercises and you need a wall, a free wall where you can move the arms around the wall. Okay, but I'll let you know in advance if you need a wall. Okay, invite your friends and family to come every week here to join me with a chair of Feldenkrais and yoga exercise to free up the body, the torso, open the chest, improve posture, release tension and stiffness from the body. Okay, guys, leave your feedback below. Questions, requests, I'm open to it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next Sunday, if not before. Bye-bye now.